So yeah, I know you already talked about rankings and, all that, and that sort of thing, but is there some gratification in that fact, in the fact? And
well, I think just the fact that I think we're playing at a higher level, and these are all byproducts of that. But you know, it's just such a fragile thing. Every week you're just rejudged on what happens in that game. And as I said to the team here, you're in a foot race each week to put your best foot forward, to play your very, very best, and you're judged on that. And so, you know, that's got to be your focus. But certainly, you know, winning brings out good things, you know, but winning can be fleeting if you don't take care of your business, and we all know that.
Also that, and being undefeated, there's the target factor too. Other
Right.
teams get up for you.
Gets harder. I mean, I think it just gets harder, and you get people's best shot. You get their attention, and all those things are a part of it. It's all learning how to try to play from ahead, and sometimes there's more pressure that you put on yourselves. All those things are behaviors that you're into a territory where you're learning how to handle those things. And I think our guys have a great mindset. I think they're really mature, really sharp guys, and I think they get it.
Is there kind of an identity thing goes on too, where you go from maybe a little bit of an underdog mentality a few years ago to not being that anymore? I
think so. I think for sure that you know, all those things are a part of it. You know, if you're winning, like I said, trying to play from ahead is a little different deal. But this team, I just think, has such a great mindset. I mean, and it's such a high character level. These are intelligent guys that have high character, that get what we're conceptually understand all of this. Like, they're not falling into that right now, okay? They're just really locked into having the best Wednesday we could have today. And I believe that. Like, it's not just some coaches say that, but then do the kids believe that? But these kids do. And that's the beauty of coaching here. You know, you get these really great guys, and they understand that, you know. So I think, you know, you keep pointing it out, and you keep talking about what we need to do to maintain and to get better, and to, you know, they digest all of that.
Talk about, you know, New England, being New Englander stuff.
Yeah.
BC has a history, you know, where not consistently, but has always been regarded as a potential ranked team.
Well, I think, you know, this has had a history of being a tough physical team, and has had some great moments in its history for sure. Anytime you have a Heisman Trophy winner, anytime you have a play that has been played over and over again because it was one of the greatest plays in college football, and had these all-American, all-pro athletes come through here. So I mean, it's certainly had its share of great players and great moments. But you know, as we move forward here right now, what we're trying to do is just you know, take it 1 week at a time, and really represent the great players that have come through here in the history and the past and the university. You know, that's something we talk about all the time. You know, we make sure we carry ourselves like BC men, because at BC it's not just that. There's another piece to this thing, and it's you know, the character of your team and of your players, and the impact they have, and how they carry themselves, and you know, the fact of the importance of their degree and going to class, and you know, all that's big here, and you know, our guys understand that responsibility.
Sort of the older generation kind of appreciates that stuff. Does the new generation, you know about?
Yes. We talk about the history. We talk about our history here, and
even before '80s.
Really. Yeah. We talk about, you know, what it means to be a BC man, for sure. And there's so many great things out there that haven't been done here, that are out there, and you know, to set goals for those, like to win a conference championship, you know, and to play in the conference that we play in right now. This is an elite conference. It's one of the top conferences in America, and the challenges that presents. So there's so much great things that happened before, and then there's so many great things that are still out there that haven't happened before, that are there and to aspire to, you know.
Some of those are pretty high goals, though. I mean, this team, you
Right.
know, in the past, in the '80s, were, you know, and even before that, undefeated bowls, you know, big bowls and that sort of thing. Can you reach that level, or is it? Was that
Well,
the
sure.
those
I mean, sure, those are attainable things. I mean, I just don't like to get caught in the comparisons of anything. Everything is unique and different. I mean, you know, and what everything was great. And then as you go into new beginnings, it's different. It's just different. And there's things that are harder, and also things that are, you know, different. So I mean, it's just not the same. The landscape of college football is completely different than it was back then. I mean, it just is. And you know, a lot's happened in college football. A lot. I mean, just look at the largest facility boom in the history of college sports occurred in the last 15 years. I mean, just the last 15, not 30, not 20, it just happened. And so the football landscape in college exploded so that there became tremendous differences and inequities. I mean, I coached in this league too, and we were in the Big East. I was at Syracuse, you know, and I was there, and we won 3 conference championships there. And, you know, I know a little something about the Big East and the history and all that, you know. So, but what's happened, and just me watching it coaching in the last, like I said, 12 to 15 years has been incredible. So to compare it, it's not fair to either end to do that. I just really like to look back and really respect what the guys here got done, and the wonderful accomplishments and the great players that came through. I just have a great respect for that and appreciation for it, because I grew up in New England and I saw it. But I also have an appreciation for where we are now and what's ahead and what the challenges are, and also what the opportunities are. So it's kind of cool.